How to connect a custom domain to Google Sites. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can connect your own custom domain to Google Sites. So let's jump right in. The first step to connecting your custom domain is to own your custom domain. So you can find domains on platforms such as GoDaddy or Namecheap or any other domain name provider. I have bought my domain on GoDaddy, and GoDaddy usually has pretty great deals for the first year of your domain subscription. You can usually just find really amazing deals on your domain. So once you have purchased your domain, it doesn't matter where you purchase it, honestly. It could be any domain name provider of your preference. Once you do that, you're going to move on to your next step, which is going to be domain verification. I like to go with a simple shortcut, which is to just open up Google Sites. Once I go ahead and open up Google Sites, open up your portfolio or whatever website you have, click on the top right settings icon. Once you click on this gear icon, a pop-up box is going to open up, or a dialog box. From there, you're going to see on the left you have a menu bar and you have custom domains. Click on custom domains. Once you do that, click on Start Setup, and you're going to enter your domain that you have purchased. Once you enter your domain, it's going to say the domain is not verified. Simply click on Verify Your Ownership, and then you're going to proceed with the Google Search Console verification. So for Google to know that you own a domain, you need to go ahead and verify it on Google Search Console. And you're going to add it in the domain section, not the URL prefix. So we're going to go ahead and enter it here and then click on Continue. Now Google is going to start checking the verification, and you have two options. You can start verification by simply clicking on Start Verification or Verify this later. We're going to proceed right away. Now, if you have a popular domain name provider like GoDaddy, Namecheap, Hostinger, it's automatically going to ask you for Domain Connect, and you can just click on Connect over here. Once you do that, this will go ahead and add your domain name into your Google Search Console, which in turn allows you to prove your ownership and then add it to Google Sites. So this may take a few minutes depending on whatever domain name provider you had. Sometimes you might have to add manual records or CNAME or DNS records by yourself, but in most situations, this entire step has been automated by Google because it has made it so much more easier to verify domain ownership. So I'm just going to wait for the verification to be completed, and once this has been verified, I'm going to click on Done. And just like that, in my Google Search Console, I will have my domain property, which I can select over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back into Google Sites. Once I go back, I'm going to again click on Start Setup, and then I'm just going to enter my domain, click on Next. Once I do that, we're going to click on Done, and our custom domain has been assigned. Now, if I delete this domain assignment will be removed, but do keep in mind when you're signing up for your domain, in a separate tab, sign into your domain registrar's website and go to your DNS settings, enter a new CNAME, enter www, you're going to add this. And the way to do this is simply to go onto wherever you purchased your domain name. So I'm going to log into GoDaddy and open up my domain on GoDaddy. And you have to enter this DNS record manually. It's the same everywhere. You just have to follow these steps. Open it up, click on your domain. Once you click on your domain in your domain name provider, you're going to click on Manage DNS. Once you click on Manage DNS, this will open up your domain settings, and you just want to open up your DNS settings wherever you find the DNS record. You can just find that on your domain name provider. Then you're going to click on Add a New Record. Then you're going to open up Google Sites, and it says we are going to enter a new CNAME entry, and you're going to copy this value over here. So over here it says ghs.googlehosted.com, and I'm just going to copy this. It says to include the period at the end. So this full stop or period at the end, we're supposed to copy this. And we're going to go back into our domain name provider, add a CNAME, enter www. And once we enter www, in the value, we're going to paste in this and then click on save. Now, once you click on save over here, then you're going to come back to this tab, click on done. Your domain is being assigned. Now you're going to close this, click on publish, and you have your custom domain over here. So you will have to allow up to 48 hours for this site to be viewable at this particular domain. This is simply because your domain name does need verification. It can take a little bit of time. And once your 48 hours, usually this is done in a few hours. If I come back on my site after like 2 to 3 hours, it would allow me to publish my website with my new domain. And just like that, you are able to launch your own Google Sites website with a custom domain. It is truly that simple and that easy to do so. Just ensure that you're following the steps properly and your domain name provider has, added your new DNS record. Now, for me, it actually did say my DNS record was invalid, and I'll tell you guys exactly why it said so. So when I added my new record, which was I'm going to add a CNAME record, www, and it's giving me an error. The reason for that is there's a space. If you add an extra space over here, sometimes that can create an error, and you just want to save everything properly. www conflicts with another error because it's a .site, not and it's not linked to the other website that we do have. So just like that, you can connect your website and domain on Google Sites. This can be applied for, honestly, any two platforms. It doesn't matter if you're building your website on Google Sites or any other platform. Domain connection processes just honestly look pretty much the same everywhere, where you just have to connect both of the platforms, verify your ownership, and then just add new DNS records for your domain forwarding. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did find this video helpful, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or any queries, you can leave those in the comment box down below. I would love to know what you guys have to say, and if there's anything else you guys would like to learn about Google Sites, web building, Shopify stores, or anything else, you guys can leave that in the comment box down below. I would love to know all of your questions and queries, and have a great day ahead.